There you go, a little interpretive dance for you. Yes, yes, yes. What is good, my people? Welcome back to Computer Music Academy's weekly homework podcast. I am your host, Tasherre Risay. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Welcome to week 173. Actually, a week later. We'll get to that shortly. Of the weekly homework assignment / podcast. Shout out to my peoples. Shout out to Ja Rose for that intro, using that for a couple more times and then moving on to something else. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now. Now, maybe this is the time to really explain this. So, we started out on Facebook last July, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say it was the 4th of July weekend, however. And we rocked out on Facebook all of the rest of last year, 2016, and we even started the first few episodes, if I'm not mistaken, this year on Facebook. Then Facebook decided it did not want us anymore. So we were already in the midst of putting things together with getting our own live system at CMA. So it was just like, oh, we just need to speed this process up. We did that. Stayed over there for a few months, and then the company that we were actually buying the service from for the live show decided they didn't want our money. So we are now every week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. EST. We will be here on youtube.com/Computer Music Academy. Catch the live show, finally. So, with that being said, shout out to everybody that is in the chat right now. And there's a bunch of folks here, a bunch of them who have not even logged into the chat yet. Let's see who we got. Agent Smith, Darrenus, Ray, Dixie Freely, DJ D-Man, Dunsworth, Ja Rose, Gemini 4D, Numbskull is in the house, Ron B, RTO Beats, Wide Bade. Who else we got, man? Because this isn't showing me everybody in the chat. That kind of sucks. I like being able to shout out everybody, man. And now we're taking a second to refresh. Okay, fine. Thank y'all for watching live. And thank you if you're also watching the playback. As I said, we do this every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm ready. So, with all that I just explained, we had to take the last week off to figure stuff out to get to where we are right now. So tonight, even though these are going to be released separately, we are recording 2 shows live on the YouTube channel. How dope is that? First, episode 173. I wanted to do something different because everybody that's popular right now, making music right now, is doing trap music, mumble rap, block hop, whatever you want to call it. And the problem with trap is we've been doing it as an industry for a while. And it doesn't seem to be getting any better. I'm going to be honest, the mumble rap, I say, is the worst it has gotten. So, but I've always liked the beats. With that being said, I wanted to try something different. And I got the people to actually go this route of boom trap this week. It has been around for just a little bit. There's a few producers who have done it. And I just said, I'm going to bring this to the people and let them actually take a crack at it. So, that being said, for 173, we have 9 submissions. Very eager to get to them. Let's kick things off with my guy right here, who's been doing his thing. He's growing. He is evolving and beginning to experiment a little bit more every week. So with that being said, let's see what he's doing this week. This is my man, Dap Dunlap. I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. My man Dap Dunlap. That was very dope. Well, let me read this first. I chopped up Luther Vandross' Other Side of the World. Nice. Instead of boom bap, is boom trap. LOL, be well. My man, I like that. I like that. Again, Dap has been putting in his work. He has been participating on a more frequent basis, and what he's coming up with, you know, in reaction to the assignments or whatnot, he's been handling his business. He's definitely growing as a musician. I really, really like this particular track. Now, I have to go here real quick. I don't know if I could actually call this boom trap because it's more of trap beats with like boom bap type samples, but I will judge it on what he did. This is dope. I really, really like, because he even went as far as he got some, you know, he had the 808s in there hitting really hard. I like that. That's definitely an element of trap, of course. And then the hi-hats, even though they weren't on some old, as Jay Bishop would say, the water sprinkler hi-hats. It wasn't on that, but it was a constant flow with the hi-hats, and it actually had a nice swing on it. I like the kick and the snare that he chose also. This was really dope, that. It really, really is. And I know this is going to be this episode is going to be a little weird because I know people aren't really used to that genre or subgenre yet. But what you did do, I give you props on it, dude. Really, really dope. And the only thing I can ask, as I have been asking, is please continue on the path that you have been on, my man. You are doing very, very well. Thank you for that, my man. All right, peeps, let's go over and holler at this guy right here. He's hanging out in the chat with us right now. This is my man's Dap Dunlap. Man, before I go any further, let me say, last week was a very long week with me being sick and then having to deal with all this crap. And you see me, I forgot the damn assignment at the top of the show. Then I call out the wrong name when I'm introducing the track. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was my man, the guy who provided our intro, Ja Rose. Yo, let's read this entry real quick. Through several computer crashes, sorry about that, bro. I used one sample from Illmind's 808 and Strings, another from one called Dope Samples Volume 2. Drums came from Battery, Drone, and Sub from Contact. Designed a lead whistle in Serum. Nice. Hope y'all dig it. Hashtag we are CMA. Ja Rose. This guy. Mwah. That's what I want to hear right there, dude. That's exactly what I was hoping for. That is dope. He got the nice, and that's one thing I've always liked about, like, when trap first came out, some of it actually had, like, I think it's because of all the black universities and colleges and whatnot, with as well as all of the black marching bands. Some of that stuff has some really dope orchestral and marching band elements when it first started. Or I should say when we first heard it. So that would be like early 2000s for me. And he kind of took me back to that era with all the orchestral stuff. Very, very dope. As soon, I don't even think it was 30 seconds in, he had the hi-hats popping. That's exactly what I was talking about. Bass, snare, all the programming, the chopping and everything that you did, on point, my man. I love how this was arranged. Really, really, really dope. And Ja has been kind of doing that style somewhat anyhow, so I think this was a little easier for him to get into. If you listen to, you know, a nice amount of his submissions as of late, they kind of have almost a trap feel to it. So this was probably a little easier to get into for him and just figure out how to do the samplings. Very, very dope, Ja Rose. My man, thank you for that. That was dope. Very dope, man. We just got No One You Know walked in. Ray Jean just walked in. What's up, peeps? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And anybody who has not logged into the chat, feel free to do so. Especially if you're actually a YouTube user. It's easy to jump in here now. Hopefully everybody is watching. The signal is good. The audio is good. So thank you all for coming through, man. This has been a good show so far. Thank you, Ja. That was crazy. All right. Let's go on over to the Shy. Now, I talked to this gentleman the day before, and he was like, nah. I'm like, what you mean, nah? Nah. The hell you mean, nah? So, after some subtle convincing, let's say that, he has actually turned in his submission. This is my guy, A.S. Agent Smith, 78.
So today I'm going to talk about when we have to do things we don't enjoy doing. Have you ever had those tasks? This last week, I have been in the midst of a bunch of
As I said, after some subtle convincing, very, very, very subtle. Let's just say that. After doing some research, I still have no clue what elements make up a boom trap beat. You are a liar. So with no real direction, I just threw this together. Hopefully it's close. This guy, dog, talking about, I have no idea what's going on here. I don't know what I made. What? Did y'all just hear that? Are we listening to the same thing? Because I heard heat. I heard exactly what I was looking for. That is exactly what I was looking for, AS. Good Lord. That's crazy. Dude. And it's short, but it was sweet. It was very dope. The full track, even after the fade out, is like a minute and 45 seconds. But the meat, so to speak, the content in between the intro and the fade out, all heat. Nothing but heat. Hi-hats, the use of the snares and the rolls and whatnot, the kicks, the way you use the sample that you used. Oh my God. Get the hell out of here, man. Chicago Liars 2017 world champions. Good Lord, man. That was insane, AS. I need more of that. I want to hear more of that from you. You are very capable. You just proved it. Damn you. Thank you for that, my man. Good Lord. That was crazy, man. Crazy. Shout out to Dickerhurst who just walked in. Good Lord. Let's keep it moving, man. Let's go holler at this guy. Now, this is somebody everybody is going to be interested in hearing because he's another one of those cats that has that element in a nice amount of his beats. So I know he's absolutely going to kill this. This is my man, one of the founding fathers, Ray G. Yeah, DMV representative. Cat that's been around for quite a while. My man Ray G. This was done completely on the iPad in Beatmaker 3. And you are no longer a member of CMA. This dude is killing the Beatmaker joint. Good Lord. I'm not sure about the mix. Hope you all enjoy. This guy, dog. I knew Ray G was going to bring it because, as I said before, he does this stuff. He has a lot of trap elements to his beats. And he's actually made some trap soul that if I'm not mistaken, he's supposed to be releasing some of this stuff. I've actually heard like 1 or 2 songs of his that are unreleased, and I thought he was putting it together for a project. You gotta let me know what's up with that, bro. But this was dope. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Once again, that trap feel, trap drums and programming and whatnot, and then you got really dope hip hop, real hip hop type samples on top of that. That's what I'm talking about. Ray Jean brought it. Good Lord, man. Hats off, man. I don't know what more to say. Don't know what more to say. Oh, shout out to Urban Audio legend, man. My man B Withers, man. I saw him earlier. Man. Thank you, Ray Jean. All right, let's take it down south now. Let's see how this works when you actually deal with people who are from the South, so to speak. This is my man's Ronald, Sir Ronald Beastly.
My life is like a ball game. 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 Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. My life is like a ball game. 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 Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. What are we talking about? The game that I go out there and die for. Practice, man. My life is like a ball game. 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 Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, My life is like a ball game. 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 Super Bowl, Super Bowl. Play every game like it's my last. My life is like a ball game. 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 Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl.
Yes, sir. We call him Sir Ronald Beastly, but he is called Ron B. Should have known. He says, boom trap. I listened to a few different songs on YouTube and asked my son what he thought about the music. Unimpressed. So I played around with a few ideas until I saw his head about to snap off his neck. And this is what I stuck with. LOL. Yeah, bro. Now, I have to ask, is that more? Because I don't think I've heard the full speech, but is that the infamous Allen Iverson speech we talking about practice? It sounds like some more of it, but I don't think I've ever heard the full speech. But what this dude did, man, this dude is a beast. Beastly. I like everything about this joint. Not sure if it had many samples, but what he actually played sounds, and then, well, yeah, if it is organic, or if it is some sampled stuff and he filled in the gaps. However, it's dope. It's very dope. Again, it's exactly what I'm wanting to hear if I'm thinking of the whole boom trap idea, especially because instead of going with like 808 snares, he went with more of a boom bap type snare. Props there. Very, very dope. The extra samples, the vocal drops and whatnot, stupid. Super Bowl, that was dope. That's trap though. I really, really, really like this. And even got down to, I think it's around the minute 45 where he had like a bridge. And Ron B is doing that stuff where he's making like full compositions. Intro, first hook, verse, second hook, and then he goes into like a bridge or something like that. He might bring it back at the refrain at the end and then have an outro. He's doing compositions. I really, really like that about Ron B. Dog, as usual, bringing that heat. Thank you for that, bro. Woo. Thank you. All right, this next gentleman coming up. This is going to be very interesting considering who he is and what he does, but he is participating this particular week. So let's see what my man is doing. This is Black Mav.
Beat to them. Yeah. Let's go.
Bravo. 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 Freaking Black Mav is a genius, dog. He's a freaking genius. WHA 173. This was my attempt at a trap beat. I really don't think it's quite trap, but it's something else I can't put my finger on. The inspiration for the vocals came from a discussion amongst the dirty old men regarding race relations in America. It made me ponder on the state of black people, and I feel we will be all right. Just hope for once that we could be more than that. Change starts from within. Picture that. Hashtag we are CMA. This dude, man. Mav is out of his damn mind. He really is. This is genius. For Mav to be the kind of cat that he is, as far as, again, the multi-instrumentalist, dude that plays drums, dude that actually plays keys, dude that actually does a lot of sampling and programming just on the QWERTY keys on his laptop. But with his particular style, this dude, you could say he went neo soul trap or neo trap soul. Wow. You can say that he actually did that because he used, I'm assuming that's addictive drums, and I love addictive drums. That live kick and snare with the hat and the shaker, and then bringing everything else on top of that, and then singing as well. Not even, and even more than that, I think it's around the minute 30, minute 40. This dude had like a percussion breakdown, brought some more stuff in, switched some stuff around. This is genius. Genius, Math. Good Lord. Bravo, dog. I don't have much more to say. That was dope. Very dope. Something I would expect, yet I didn't expect it at the same time. If that makes sense. Bravo, Math. Hats off to you, bro. I don't know how you do it, but you do it. And I'm happy that you do. My dude. Woo. Let's keep it going, man. Has anybody else checked in? Shout out to Jelani. Shout out to Gigahertz. I don't know if I shouted y'all out on the podcast just yet. We shouted out Numbskull, DJ D-Man. Okay. We all in here. Let's keep it moving, man. Gemini. I don't know if I shouted out Gemini 4D on the stream. Shout out to you, bro. Let's keep it moving, man. I want to head back over to the Carolinas at this time and talk to this gentleman right here. We all know he's about to clown. Do I even really need to introduce him? Maybe not, but I guess I'll do it anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, aka Gamma Pods, this is DJ Nocturnal. You know what I like about math? I'm sorry. Well, I like that about math. I do like math. Math's cool. You know what I like about Locke? No matter where Locke is in the podcast, he is going to murder it. Period. He's going to murder it. He has especially been doing work this year. And I've spoke about it before. He started it last year where he started taking you on these journeys. Now, this dude has full compositions where he's telling stories, it seems like, as well as taking you on these journeys and getting you to see different places and events and stuff like that through music. That's a special talent, dude. If you can do that through music, through instrumental music, specifically, that's a special kind of talent right there, yo. Locke is a beast. WHA 163, this was my attempt at a trap beat. I really don't think it's quite trap, but something else that I can't put my, oh no, I'm reading Black Maths. God dang it. Don't mind me, don't mind me. Where are you? Where are you? Let's see. I'm sitting there listening to the joint, and I didn't even get a chance to pull up his stuff. This was not easy. These two styles are so different, they don't mesh well together. This is what I came up with. I hope it hits the mark. I say you did pretty damn well. And again, I can dare say the second half, definitely. Okay, let me just break the whole joint down. I like the intro. I like when it actually gets into the main part of the song where all the drums and all the instrumentation begins. Very, very dope. I especially like, I don't know what that's called, but the percussion, it sounds almost like not a clav, but like a wood block or something that's going, and he uses it a few different ways in the song. Really, really dope. But the part that I'm trying to get to, the second half, which is around like the minute 30 mark, you can almost say, just like with math, it's that neo soul trap. It's crazy what y'all have done with this. That second part with the different breakdowns and change ups, incredible, good Lord. Incredible, Locke. Good Lord, man. Again, I don't know how you do this stuff. I don't. This dude breaks this stuff down. He does quality work like this pretty much every week. Seriously. I don't know how you do it. And this dude has a 9-to-5. He has a wife and kids. He has bills to pay and all this other stuff. And he still, over the last almost 4 years now, has found a way. Yeah, almost 4 years. Has found a way to participate, I would say 95% of our year when we actually do WHAs. And kill it. Locke, thank you, bro. Stupid. Am I forgetting anybody? Anybody new in the chat? Okay, we're good. Let's keep it moving, man. I'm going to head over to the West Coast right now. Let's talk to this gentleman right here. This is my brother, the Fresh Maker, RTO Beats. Fresh Maker. RTO Beats. Yo! Had to listen to some Illmind for this assignment, and this is what I came up, and this is what came from it. Hashtag We Are CMA. This guy. So, that conversation with AS, yeah, I had the same damn conversation with him. The hell you mean nah? And after some subtle, gentle convincing, cats turned in. This is stupid. Absolutely stupid. From top to bottom, intro to outro. This joint is nasty, RTO. Dog. I know I'm going to get this wrong, but the sadistic sitar or whatever that was, stupid. I enjoyed that a lot. The drum feel that he used multiple times throughout, stupid. In the right place. It's one thing to have that, you know, because I've heard people use that kind of stuff like every 4 bars. And after so long, it loses its appeal. Whereas RTO isn't using it that often. It's only in a situation where it's about to be changing into a different part of the song. A transition, so to speak. That's why they call them fill-ins. I like that. Out of that same break or whatever he used, though, that kick in the snare, stupid. The main part with kind of the orchestral elements, like the strings or whatever that was, stupid. Because I really like how it had the intro and it was kind of hot, and then they kind of cooled out. It got a little calmer for like the verse, which would be very dope for somebody to rap over. Perfect. When they get to what I would think is the hook, absolute stupidity. And it changed up a couple of different times. This dude, man. And he is another one of those people that's constantly like, nah, man, I don't like what I do, or I ain't really feeling this. This ain't what I thought it was going to be. And then I'm sitting here like, and everybody is like, what the hell is this dude talking about? RTO. Way to kill it, bro. Absolutely murdered. Good Lord, man. Woo. Let's come to the finale, ladies and gentlemen. This is something I'm very eager to hear, considering what this gentleman has been doing and what he has accomplished over the last couple of years, but definitely this year. This is my guy. I've grown to call him my brother, and we talk very often about not just music, but life and everything inclusive. But this guy has absolutely been murdering it on the music tip. Ladies and gentlemen, Dixie Freely. Dixie Freely, closing out episode 173 of the weekly homework assignment / podcast. Bruh, I was not expecting that. That intro was pretty dope, but once it hit, woo, yo, that joint, it hit so hard. Look, Dixie, as well as Wallace, are like our mixing gods at CMA. We look up to them for that kind of stuff. We consult them for tips and tricks on that kind of stuff. With that being said, man, what Dixie has been doing sonically, first of all, my apologies for not mentioning this. Dixie, as well as Jelani Beats, actually released projects over the last couple of weeks. And I don't know if I've actually mentioned them on the show. Jelani Beats projections, I believe is jelanibeats.bandcamp.com. Dixie Freely, his project is called Collector's Items. Dixie Freely, I believe, is dixiefreely.bandcamp.com, or you can pick it up at dixiefreely.com. That being said, what this dude has accomplished sonically as of late, like, I don't know how much time he actually puts in on his mixes, but man, it pays off. This dude's signal chain has to be something, it's something ridiculous. Just listen to how that stuff hit in that track. Stupidity. Absolute stupidity. Dog, the drum programming, the stuff you sampled, it sounded like you played some other stuff on top of it. This was incredible, Dixie. This dude got down to, I think it's the minute 45 or it's either at the 2-minute mark, and completely shut everything off and literally had like a break beat playing in there with some other stuff. I forget exactly what was going on, but the drums, like, you hear the trap stuff popping and then it's like, stop. Let me go in and hit this break beat real quick and then bring everything back at the end. I'm done with you, dog. That's composition, yo. Dixie Freely is a beast. Bravo, gentlemen. To everybody that participated tonight. Y'all killed it. Y'all abso-freaking-lutely killed it. Whew. Good Lord. This was a great show. Let's see who's still hanging with us, man. Agent Smith 78, Black Mav, Darrenus Ray, Dixie Freely, Gigahertz, Dunsworth, Gamble Pies, aka DJ Nocturnal, Ja Rolls, No One You Know, Gemini 4D, Mr. Wallace, RTO Beats, Ron B. And this thing will not give me all of the chatters, man. That kind of sucks. Because I like shouting out everybody, man. Let me see if I can scroll back through. Ron B. I know I saw a couple other people. Gigahertz. Dunsworth. XZ Beats in the house tonight. What's up, sir? And I think I got just about, what was the one dude's name? Numbskull. There he is. Thank you for coming through. Man. Now, we do this every Tuesday at 8 p.m. EST right here, youtube.com/Computer Music Academy. The replay is posted the next day because this is not the high quality version. This is the live stream, decent quality version. The full HD version will be up the next day. If you would like to be amongst the great talent pool at CMA, come on over to computermusicacademy.com and join us. It is that simple. We're done for this particular show. Everybody that's in the chat, going to end this show, take a brief break, come back, and start a completely different show. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll talk to you next time. See ya!